Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's Facebook Live. As I said, we're going to be talking about the Christmas Quilt Bundle. Guys, this one, like I said, was not at the top of my list. And trust me, by the time we're done tonight, it's going to make a quick move on the top of your list too. So first things, let me go ahead and bring in the holiday catalog. I'm on page 4 and 5 of the holiday catalog. We have some really great samples here, and of course we have the stamp set, and we have the Quilt Builder frames, the framelits I mean, and then there's some really great accessories that go with this suite as well. So there's some stitch felt embellishments, some great quilted ribbon, and of course designer series paper. And another one that you may not have noticed, and that's one reason I wanted to talk about it, and that is this impressions folder, this embossing folder here on the side. It's kind of quiet over there, isn't it? But that is a really fabulous embossing folder. I'm going to be using that tonight. So let me tell you a little bit about the stamp set. I'm going to bring in a little sample that's going to help a lot. Let me move my stamps and things here. We'll talk about the framelits here in just a minute. But what I want to show you are just all of the variety that you have with this bundle. So let's start up here at the top. We have a couple of framelits. We have a square, and then we have our quilt itself, and you can see those nest inside each other. So we can get this, we can get this, and of course we get these pieces, and that's just from those frames right there, just from that framelit, okay? Those are really fun, and of course we have a lot of opportunity to mix and match with those. Now let's talk about this flower right here. So we have two different framelits for this one, and you can see these nest the same way our quilt did. Solid flower. I can cut the petals, and I can nest these inside each other to get this wonderful frame. So I love this flower. I use it a lot. This, of course, is a big one that has nothing to do with the holidays, as does the quilt itself. So really great one there. Let's move on to this one, because this one is really fun. This is a little spool and a needle. Is that not adorable? I love it. And you can see I just wrapped some baker's twine around it, and that little needle can kind of come out, and I can do some fun little things with it. But I just thought it was just such a fun idea to have that little needle as a framelit. What do you think? I love that one. Now we have a few down here. In fact, I'm going to come back to those. Let me kind of go down to these here, because do you notice this didn't cut out? I want you to pay attention to that. This doesn't cut out, it only embosses. And the way you know it's an embossing one, well, it just looks like stitching. So this one will not cut, it will just emboss, as does, oh, let me slide this down, this little triangle right here. So these kind of allow you to give a really fun look, and you can see I can just give that stitch look here, or with this one, we have this big framelit, all right? And I can come and I can cut that out to give me a totally different image. I'm telling you, this bundle just keeps going. I had more fun putting this together today, I gotta tell you what. Then, of course, as I said, we have the little triangle, and then we have a bigger triangle. And of course, quilt triangles, that makes sense, right? You guys are with me there. But look at this. We come up here to these little guys. This can be the base of a tree for one of those triangles, or the stitched one. You can do that too. And I want to point out we even have stamps to go with that, and a little stamp for the base. We have a star, and we also have a stamp that will go inside the star. And then we have even just a little flower, which is awfully fun because you can find some little ways to use that. Again, we're talking non-Christmas, right? And then some holly leaves. Definitely kind of one of those must-haves for the holidays. So I wanted to share all the different ways you can use this framelit set, because it really is just phenomenal.